This little screencast example will demonstrate how the simple act of adding an exercise to your daily activity can substantially improve the number of calories you can consume for supper when the earlier meals in the day have consumed a lot of your target daily BMR allowance. Adding an exercise, like a bike ride, can make a huge difference on how many calories you could eat at supper and still not exceed your target BMR allowance for the day. Nutrition Review for November 28, 2025. Breakfast. We had eggs, some sausage gravy, and half a biscuit. Very high fat in this meal at 589 total calories. 53% of the calories come from fat. 23 grams of protein. Lunch. We had a ham and cheese sandwich, yogurt with preserves, a cookie for dessert. Low amount of fat in that meal at 515 calories. 33% of the calories came from fats. 19 grams of protein. We'll open the Daily Calorie Snapshot Report. So far today, we've logged these 2 meals. Haven't yet done any exercises. So far, we have consumed 1,104 calories. Target BMR is 2172. That means we have 1068 left for supper. That's not as much as I'd like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get in an exercise, and we'll go enter our intended exercise next. So we'll go ahead and close the snapshot report. We'll open the exercise form. Gonna do a bike ride, so we'll add a new workout. And, note that the date is already selected, hit the enter key. This will be in Middleton, enter key. We're gonna do 90 minutes, which is 1 hour 30 minutes. And we're gonna go 18 miles, and we're gonna do it inside my house, it'll be 72 degrees. As you can see, doing that kind of an exercise will hopefully net us a negative 920 calories. Let's go ahead and close the form now, and we'll reopen the snapshot report. Now you can see that we've booked an exercise with a negative 920 calories. And because of that, we've only netted 184 calories for the whole day. That's pretty good. So, again, with the BMR at 2172, we are now under the goal by 1,988 calories, meaning we've got a lot of headroom for dinner. We'll go ahead and close the snapshot report. For supper, we're planning on having clams and olive oil over some pasta. It's gonna be ziti. And we're gonna have some broccoli. However, we're also gonna eat a big slice of German chocolate cake for dessert. So, taking all that into consideration, our supper meal is gonna be a medium amount of fat at 962 calories. Calories are gonna be 45% from fat, then we're gonna pick up another 21 grams of protein. With the supper based upon that combination of clams and pasta, we can take a look at our daily calories snapshot report and see how we come out. So we'll open that report. These are the 3 meals that we did consume today. Between those 3 meals, we consumed 2,066 total calories. These were a medium amount of fat meals, with 44% of the calories coming from fats. But we also picked up that exercise, worth a minus 920 calories. Because of that, after allowing for the exercise, we only netted 1,146 calories for the day. So, with our BMR being 2172, that means that by the end of the day, we're short of that BMR goal by a 26, which is really good for us, particularly if we're looking to lose weight. And for what it's worth, on that one day's effort with being under by 1026, that means that we may have lost 0.29 pounds today. We'll go ahead and close the snapshot report, and that concludes the review of nutrition for November 28, 2025. This is a quick look back at the supper on the 28th. I actually had some cashews before supper. Cashews pack a lot of calories. In this case, 1 1/3 ounces, which was basically a third of a cup, packed 254 calories. So I was hungry. I ate those. I had the Headroom, so that's what happened. Also, I had a little extra Parmesan cheese than I originally thought. Originally, I had Parmesan on the pasta. I also ended up putting some on my broccoli. So because of this, things changed a little bit. The meal ended up being still very high fat, but now 1,239 total calories, 50% of which came from the fats, and 29 grams of protein. We'll open the daily calorie snapshot report. Again, these are the 3 meals that we had today. And, considering the exercise that was in there, and the extra calories from the cashews, we ended up netting 1423 calories this time. With the BMR at 2172, that meant we was under the BMR by a little bit less, but still a decent 749 calories short of the daily goal. That meant that the loss for the day might have been 0.21 pounds. We'll close the snapshot report. We'll open the nutrition history report. We're still covering the same 44-day period. However, I want to point out that there's only a minor change to the number of calories that we averaged during the period. And, in essence, because of the way the average works over 44 days, we ended up still being over our BMR by 31 calories every day, for a predicted weight gain over the 44 days of 0.38 pounds. Not too shabby. We'll close the history report, and that concludes the nutrition review for November 28, 2025.